So, man, I don't even know what to say at this point, okay? KSI, okay, man? KSI being canceled on Twitter. And first off, I just want to say, Twitter, of all the times you could have picked to try to cancel this dude, okay? You're picking Black History Month, a time where black people are supposed to be recognized for their significance throughout all of history. You're gonna choose to attack one of, if not the most prominent black creators on YouTube. Like, come on, dude. And it's just so bizarre to me because Twitter has tried so hard to cancel so many people over racism just because of some jokes that they made. You know, we've seen Jay Schlatt be a repeat victim of cancel culture on Twitter for racist quote-unquote jokes, which, you know, that statement is just an oxymoron in on itself. You know, it's like racism is the serious thing, but jokes aren't serious, so saying that he's being serious when he makes racist jokes is absurd. But my point there is that Twitter seems to be very, you know, like kind of woke, and that they'll cancel you if you say anything remotely offensive. So I wasn't really expecting these quote-unquote woke individuals on Twitter to be attacking a black man, you know, one of the most prominent black creators, like I said, during Black History Month, you know, seemed a little bit out of place. But obviously, you know, nobody is exempt from doing something crazy, you know. I don't care if it's Black History Month. If KSI had nuked an orphanage, you know, I'm pretty sure that needs to be addressed. You know, I could be wrong though. Maybe that one just, you know, perhaps that one flies under the radar. Could be wrong though. You know, maybe he said trigger warning bomb before nuking the orphanage, so, you know, maybe he's in the clear. But jokes aside, what I'm saying here is that if KSI were to do something of like Call Me Carson level significance, you know, if he'd actually done something like really crazy bad, you know, I don't give a shit what time of year it is, that needs to be called out. You know, if KSI had been exposed for, you know, doing something P3-ophilia related, or, you know, something really, really bad, yeah, talk about that, expose him. But what we're looking at today, you know, why KSI is being quote unquote canceled is so far from that, you know, like literally just light years away from being anything remotely close to that. So it just seemed like, why are you being so nitpicky? Why are you getting so triggered? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me please enlighten you, okay? Allow me to enlighten you as to why our boy KSI is being quote unquote canceled by Twitter. So yesterday I had made a video talking about our boy Fundy, who had been canceled by Twitter for making offensive jokes, which, whatever, dude, he's not actually canceled, he's not actually losing subs, but a bunch of sensitive Sophias just got really upset because, you know, Fundy, boohoo, whatever, offensive joke. But KSI was also involved in that situation because when Fundy was getting canceled for making offensive jokes, he was playing a game of Jackbox with KSI, and KSI had also been making offensive jokes. And KSI, I didn't see him getting attacked as much as Fundy, partially because I'm pretty sure after every offensive joke he made while playing Jackbox, he just said, "It's okay, I'm black," which, I mean, whatever helps you fight cancel culture, I guess. But some people didn't let him off the hook that easily, but none of it actually seemed to be about Jackbox. People were using the criticism that he was receiving over Jackbox to bring up old things that he has said, which, you know, I mean, that is just OG cancel culture right there. I mean, that was cancel culture when it was being beta tested by these primates on Twitter. You know, that was OG cancel culture. Like, if you had said the N-word back in 2001, you know, everybody finds out about that and you lose your career, okay? That was like the beta testers of cancel culture. So I guess these NPCs were trying to use the beta version of cancel culture on KSI. So a bunch of people had not even dug up, okay? KSI, I guess, made a video last year where he had made a comment about a transgender person, and, you know, I guess since, you know, he was being talked a lot about on Twitter, a couple of hermits were like, "Oh, hey, remember when KSI said this? This wasn't good." People went as far to suggest that KSI was transphobic, that since he's a cisgender male, that he doesn't know what it's like to be transgender, which, I mean, no shit. Obviously, a person who was born a man and never has to think about being a man probably doesn't know what it's like to be transgender simply because they aren't transgender. I mean, that's like going up to Dan TDM being like, "Yo, Dan TDM, you're never gonna know what it's like to be black." Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he won't because he's not black. Anyway, so people were really upset, and I will show you the clip. Essentially, KSI and his friends were reacting to a video, and in the video, there was a transgender male who obviously went from female to male, and this person who used to be a woman and is now a man had a lot of facial hair, and KSI was like, "Wow, this person's got more facial hair than me." That's pretty much it.
So yeah, I had top surgery, I'm trans. I had very large boobs, so...
Wait, so, that used to be a woman.
Yeah.
Fam, this shit's got a better beard than me. Are you mad? Oh no, that's outrageous.
Bro, it's an L for you, bro.
That's outrageous. I don't believe
for you,
it.
bro.
No, man. Hey,
JJ, you can go and get beard surgery, bro.
No.
Come on. Bro, if you want one so bad.
I'm not. I can't. No, I can't.
Why? Why can't you, bro? Get one.
No,
Get
I
beard,
don't
bro.
want to.
What,
I
how
don't
old
want
are
to
you?
be that
28?
guy.
You 28?
Because then
How old are
everyone would
you?
just be like, oh, you only got a beard like that because you had to
JJ.
pay for it.
Yeah, the transphobia thing, not really seeing that at all. I don't even think that KSI, like, got scared when they found out that this person was trans. Matter of fact, I'd say the opposite. I think that KSI was rather endearing of this trans person, okay? He was like, well, you know, this person who is now a man is more masculine than me, and that I would say is a compliment, you know? For somebody who wants to be a man, having masculinity is probably an important part of that. And KSI was like, yo, you got a better beard than me, you know? Like, that's crazy, man. Which I would assume is pretty validating for somebody who's becoming a man. I mean, it's just wild to me how people have seen that clip and they say things like this. I used to be a big fan of KSI. I even had a fan page for him. Now I'm finding out that he's transphobic, etc. You guys ever notice that? How when people have nothing else to say to support their claim, they just say etc. Like, whenever somebody is ranting about something that somebody else has done, you know, they're trying to come up with a list of things, and when their list is over, instead of saying, okay, that's it, they just say etc. as if there's like some mystery thing, and that there's like so much more that hasn't been talked about. Like, no, you said it all. And the way that this person includes etc. in their tweet is absurd. Like, what are you gonna say? He's been racist? Oh, KSI? Oh, the black dude, he's been racist? Yeah, no, miss me with that bullshit, dude. KSI is a great dude, okay? And here's some examples of him doing great stuff. YouTube star KSI joins independent Help the Hungry campaign to distribute food during coronavirus. KSI goes out and gives food to the homeless and people in need during COVID. He also did like a show that raised a bunch of money for charity, so there's that as well. And on top of that, he was also part of the Mr. Beast like rock, paper, scissors tournament that aimed like to raise money for charity, I'm pretty sure. Now, if you thought that KSI being canceled for quote-unquote transphobia was bad enough, during the Jackbox game that Fundy was being canceled for and KSI was being mentioned about, people were actually sending KSI death threats, and on top of that, telling KSI to kill himself. All because these half-baked degenerates couldn't take a joke. And it got so bad that KSI himself literally had to tell people, yo, maybe telling me to kill myself because I cracked an edgy joke is objectively worse than me making an edgy joke to begin with, okay? And he dropped this tweet right here. Here, the tweet says, yeah, it's not okay to tell someone to kill themselves over jokes in a game, even if you were offended by them. The intention is never to upset people. Now, I could not agree more with that statement from KSI, you know, a true banger of a tweet right there. And if you for some reason disagree with that tweet, you are part of the problem, my friend. If you think that harassing people over jokes is okay to begin with, you are the issue. You are a plague to society. You know, humor is subjective. Something that you might find funny, your friend might not find funny. But just because you didn't find it funny and perhaps you were upset by it and were offended by it, that, you know, offense that you feel after a joke was told does not at all give you permission to go harass people. You know, I thought this was pretty obvious. I thought that this was kind of introduced in elementary school not to be jerks to other people. I just thought it was obvious, but I guess not. Like, I get it if you were gonna like roast KSI or something, or, you know, if you want to like roast any YouTuber or any person in general, like that's one thing. But just like completely unprovoked telling somebody to kill themselves, I feel like we can all kind of hold hands and agree that that's just uncalled for. And nuclear take right here, I think that immediately telling somebody to kill themselves is way worse than any offensive joke, you know, a non-serious joke that has ever been made. You know, seriously telling somebody to commit suicide versus jokingly referencing a minority while talking about a joke. I feel like it's really night and day, apples to oranges when we're talking about that kind of stuff. But with that all being said, that kind of wraps it up for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment down broccoli if you made it to the end of this video and I will go heart your comment. Special thank you to my channel members for your continued support. It really helps me out to make the content that I want to make. Follow me over on my social medias and join the Discord server. Links all in the description below. But with that all being said, hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.